Should we start?
I guess.
Good. Okay. Thanks, everyone. We're here to talk about actually a pretty big and concerning problem. And you've seen like lots of great applications today that all rely on data. And then for some reason, back to your question, we have this data lock somewhere that stop us. We've seen large language model applications today, and we know that for them, we require not a small, but a very large data set. So we are actually looking a little bit about on the past and where is this data at. I'll give you a hint if my slides work. Okay, I have to click on this. This is a hint, this is the scenario. This is what we got, it's not the future, it's just data. So if we want to look at the existing data, we just need to look at this. So if you are already working on open source tools and with blended beam, please go grab a coffee. We are gonna have a slice of this pizza today. Of course, this data, it is on the cloud already, and there's so many tools, and we had so much fun this weekend working on the cloud as any other teams, but there's some people who are actually not so excited about the cloud. You know, when we go back to our jobs in the morning, something that's very common is, I'm going to introduce you to this guy who received questions like how much beams we have at our current model, how much volume of concrete we got. And then this guy usually like, it's the client, so it's a very, very important question that needs to be addressed. And we go into these calls from the project manager to the beam lead who needs to open the beam file, do some spreadsheets and go back. And then if you work with tools provided by Autodesk before, maybe you saw this situation where you're waiting for 45, 30 minutes for your BIM model to open. Maybe you go grab a coffee, and it's just like a Monday to Friday problem that most of us have to face, unfortunately. And this is by all means not a rant on Autodesk. We do believe that it's a robust documentation tool that's been delivering many buildings, but it's just like 20 years old. So what it takes us to, remove all the friction so that the client talk to awesome apps like what you're developing here. And of course, this is where we looked at. We looked at what we could have and what we have at the moment. And for you that don't know, Autodesk hosts all of these things, and some might say that it's locked. We will prove today that it's not locked. And then just to come back to it, this is where we need to look at if we want to go look after these data sources. So of course, you can look at a way of working on closed beam, but also working on open beams. Just the group before, it was proven that you can do so many things by talking to a schema that maybe already exists. So we did some calculation about how much time it actually takes for the current process. It's usually about 30 to 45 minutes just to open the Revit file. And then you still have to do schedules and all that. So what about no Revit? We skip the whole thing and we just use the cloud things. So we're gonna be pulling from the cloud and passing to another one. So this is the good slide. Please take a picture. I'm super excited to go back tomorrow to work so that I can use this. We're making it open source, of course, and we're introducing a new connector to Speckle. So we're not inventing a new thing, we're just helping to broaden the scope. And hopefully, we will take it from the 45 minutes and opening Revit and all of that situation to less than a minute. So I guess that's live demo. And I'm very scared, but we will see. If I go to my browser here, can you see my browser? No. I need to probably stop sharing. Let's see. Yeah, this is a small web application. I work for this company called Perkins & Will, so we have like several BIM models. I just need to probably refresh this. Oh, I don't have internet. So the cloud is actually not that good in the end. Let's live with it. Connecting. Yeah. So what you're going to see is a large data set created by a large company. I know that many of other companies have that. We've produced a little case example and what we're going to do. Yeah, let's just play the video. There we go. So it's actually not, let's take it like this, not super exciting. We're gonna look at the library of projects. There's like around 3,000 projects at this company Cloud. So we're gonna search for one of our test projects that we built. It's actually a small section of the Rocket and Tiggerly building that's gonna be built like 5 minutes from here. It's a very challenging project. If the guys from Implenia are here, they will agree with me. But it's also a very good stress test. So here you can see all of the Revit files inside of this Autodesk project. So we are adding this to a card shop. So it's kind of like we go there and we figure out what projects we need data from. So you could benchmark schools or hospitals if you have all of these data sets. And then you just press send, like any other Speckle connector. And we submit this job to, I'm actually going to leave to Nuke to explain, but this is the data set that we're parsing. It's actually, click there, Victor. Yep, this is a small section of the Rocket building. It's the tallest timber building ever designed, and it's going to be built here in Winterthur. So we were looking at that. I think this is, yeah, this is the whole thing. So yeah, I guess we're just waiting for the result of the conversion.
Skip forward in the video.
Yeah, can just skip the video a little bit. And yeah, so we just received, like, sorry for the bad UI at the end. We were rushing a lot, very difficult. But we got a response back with a Speckle stream. And now we just, yeah, there we go. Now I'm copying from my terminal, very manual, but you will see that this data has been parsed. The nice thing is, like, all of this run on the cloud. So Nuke is some of the guys made a lot of effort to even process. So what you're gonna see is like some comparison we did with LCA, so global warming potential. And yeah, this is a little insight about how it works. There is a lot of magic, but there is also a lot of magic tools behind. Very happy to share with you, and then I'll let you for the next project.